as you can see, I have, and it's actually now quite transparent compared to, you know, what you've seen yesterday. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So basically, I'll add a few more decorations in the actual like bottom part where the mermaid's going to be, but there's a little issue there. You know, this is like the front part. The front part, because it has like little marks on the package where the hand should be, so the way it will go with this one, sending it from first using the engraver, then just like sandpaper, different grades, so from like the lowest to the highest, basically. Not the highest, I'd say it wasn't as good. Like there are still some scratches and stuff, but under the actual like clear coat, not really visible at all. So I'm really happy about how it turned out. And let me just make sure that I'll put the mermaid, you know, in the right actual position. Yeah, this seems to be a bit closer. Put glue on the side of the mermaid so it will just go down by itself. I'll help it out a little bit with a brush. Since it's UV glue, you will be able to wash the brush after all, and it's not gonna die, is what I'm saying. You'll be able to, you know, use it another time. So you need to make sure that the object that you put in epoxy is like glued enough, because if it's not, then it'll get on the surface after all, especially if it's hollow. Yeah, it's quite a challenge, but I'm gonna make it. Plus, I'll add a few more seashells. Probably will put the UV glue like on the seashell, then put it on the bottom and just use the torch from the side. Well, as I said, it's good and bad. The surface is like glossy, so maybe that is the reason. Maybe just the torch doesn't really reach the, you know, UV glue itself. So I'll just make sure that I put enough and that it's definitely glued, the model. So what about now? So I'd say, yeah, it's glued now. If I'm not going to touch it and like, you know, trying and... So yeah, I guess I'll glue some seashells now, and we'll try to first put UV glue. Yeah, there will be no space for it, so UV glue first. Quite a bit of it. God knows how well it will fall eventually. Exactly. So yeah. So maybe this time I'll use a different one, so it will definitely glue and I won't have to lighten it and like try to reach the bottom and make the torch work. So just move it a bit. So I think that's about right. Enough seashells and I don't know, anything else. all the decorations, by the way, I've added some bracelets and stuff to the mermaid. So the epoxy that I'll use like completely clear, so I think it's going to be fine. Just let me get some hair out. So I probably will actually use a wooden stick. Yeah, like this. So I'll begin pouring. Wow, magic happening. Well, at least now we'll know for sure where... Oh no. Well, it means that I'll have to use a different method. Probably, as I said earlier, UV glue doesn't really like the glossy surface, so I'll have to use a different, an alternative to keep it straight. It's still possible. I mean, it's not like I have to get all the epoxy out. So I probably will stop at this point, just in case, of me having to move the mermaid and the whole bottom part of the plastic bag, so won't spill anything on the floor. Just making sure. Always be able to add a bit of epoxy later on. So let me get it straight. And well, imagine it actually being like, well, it's super clear now, all the effect that you can see. So yeah, I'd say probably will add a bit more of it, just to make sure that the mermaid doesn't fall again. Lovely. Looks interesting. Well, anyway, imagine the upper part gain on top of it being all, well, I won't really put it there, being on all clear as this one, but the effect is going to be same as when you bring a fish home, like any fish from like the store home in a same like plastic bag. So basically that part is like fully clear and transparent, and that one is still going to be same as you've seen the bottom one, although there won't be the effect of epoxy. So basically it's so clear now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and I hope you'll watch the full video and actually another live stream about this mermaid. And thank you for being with me. Bye bye.